In this lesson, we'll learn how to preview animations in real time with playblasts. So we can't always rely on the frame rate in Maya, especially as our scenes get more and more complex and heavy. You may start to notice some lag. So instead, what we can do is work with playblasts to avoid that issue altogether. We'll find it underneath the window menu, Playblast. We can go ahead and take a look at our options and reset the settings. So with playblasts, normally you want a lower quality. You don't need anything extreme at all because it's just checking the animation. You're not necessarily checking a detailed render at all. So what I like to do is either use the AVI format or use IFF. That way we can work with the F-check window. So let's go ahead and have that set to IFF. Everything else looks pretty good. Feel free to save out the playblast if you like, but keep in mind, with IFF, you'll have several rendered images. With the AVI, of course, you just have one video file. I'm not going to go ahead and save this out. I'll just add it to the temp directory. But we'll go ahead and just hit playblast and we'll take a look at what happens throughout that time. So you can see that Maya does a quick pass where it just kind of captures our current view. And now we can go ahead and study the animation again at its true speed. If you would like, you can always increase that speed from here. So let's say if we wanted to try 15 frames per second, you can see the change. Or how about 30 frames per second? So that'll move a little bit faster. And we, of course, can always set this back to 24 and take a look at some other tools. So here are our playback controls. We can play the animation in reverse if we like. Very nice. Another really neat feature is the drawing tool. So if you wanted to, you could actually draw on a frame. Currently we're on frame 70 at this point. So if you wanted to, you can go ahead and draw just to take notes or to have a little fun. So now when you hit play, you'll always see that note on that frame. If you would like to clear the note out, let's go ahead and stop the animation. You can always, let's say, scrub with the left mouse button until you get to that frame. So I'm just dragging the left mouse button to scrub through. And now you can go to File and choose Revert. That will clear your note out. So again, this is a great way to work, especially the fact that we can go in and create these type of notes for the animators use so that they can make sure the animation turns out to the director's wants and desires. So that's a look at Playblast in Maya. It's a great way to check and make sure your animation is playing back at the correct frame rate so that you can then hand your file off with confidence to the next artist. Now, before we're ready to get to that step, we have a project to work on. We're going to basically create an animated scene with our aircraft. We'll have it fueling, and then we will have it separate from its fueling line and fly off. We'll also get some camera animation involved. So that process will begin in the following lesson.